Hello everyone, I'm Svetlana from living in Perth, Western Australia, and today I would like to talk about my recent purchases of the backup perfumes. I will tell you why I bought them, um, and about them as well. And you see I have a new hairstyle. I was thinking that I need a hairstyle like this to look like Sinead O'Connor, the Irish singer who was singing with U2, and her famous song is Nothing Compares to You. Nothing compares, nothing compares to you. Yeah, it was a big disappointment because to look like Sinead O'Connor you need to have a beautiful face like Sinead O'Connor. However, my stylist did a great job to make my black hair looking gray. It's very hard because they always get yellow, and you see she did the job. And my dad told me, I don't know who you wanted to look like, but you look like Chiang Kai-shek, who was a president of Taiwan. My mom told me, Svetlana, you need to lose 20 kilos to suit this hairstyle. So anyway, I will start my fitness program, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. It's a good motivation, and I will not continue my experiments with my hair. I think that there are better hairstyles suiting me, but I tried, so I will never regret that I didn't try doing it. So I like new experiences, and normally I don't have any regrets in my life. I always feel like everything happened to me in my life is right. I don't regret that I made a decision this or that, because I normally take my chances and go through them, live through them. So this is a bit of disappointment. Not a job, fantastic job by my hairdresser, but with my self-image. I was thinking I would look better with it. Okay, going to the perfumes. Gucci Envy. This is fantastic fragrance from 1997. I bought it in 1998. And I went through 2 bottles at least, and it associates with my time when I was 25, and it was fun, was a lot of friends, a lot of things to do, successful time, now successful time too. It's always successful time. What is this about? This fragrance is about, for me, green metallic and pineapple. It's from the same group as probably Chanel number 19, but in the Gucci way. It is very bold metallic Chanel number 19 with sweetness and sourness of the pineapple. And what message it gives? It says, I'm metallic, I am clear, I am simple. Not in a way simple, like straightforward probably is a better word. If it tried, it's clean fragrance. The nose behind this fragrance is Maurice Roussel, genius Maurice Roussel. I never smelled any fragrance which I didn't like from this perfumier. Which event is it for? It's for basically anything. If I didn't have it when I was young, I would say it's good for office. It's maybe too green and sharp for evening. For evening, I would probably prefer something deeper than this. But at that time, I was wearing it everywhere. And I would say it's rather daytime fragrance. It feels very happy fragrance. For the season, I would say it's a March in Russia. If you have a snow in your country, then it would be time where snow starts melting, but there is still no grass, no leaves, no nothing. But you know they are coming soon. It's for me. You may feel something different. Why did I buy it? Because one can never have too many Gucci envies. It's rare, it's hard to find. If you find it, it's expensive, and I've seen it at a good price. I have a small 50 milliliters bottle, also with almost half of it, and I want to use it without thinking, oh God, so when it will finish, then where I will take another one. I don't want to think like this. I want to enjoy it. That's why I bought a second bottle. Next one is Yves Saint Laurent, Elle. What is this about? It was created in 2007 by Jacques Cavalier and Olivier Cresp. This is rose and patchouli. There is also note of lychee. There are also notes of red pepper, peppercorns, and vetiver. But this is patchouli fragrance for me. Here patchouli is flowerish, happy, very clean, not chocolatey, not underground patchouli, not earthy patchouli. Very, very clean, and they add to the fragrance like a deepness and vibration, like if someone playing an accordion, if it was a music. Olivier Cresp and Jacques Cavalier, they are authors of Midnight Poison perfume from Christian Dior, which is discontinued, hard to find. If to compare these two, Elle and Midnight Poison, Elle is a little bit sweeter, a little bit fruitier, a little bit flower, much more optimistic. I would say Midnight Patchouli is rather dark. This is very happy patchouli. Some people think that this fragrance adds them a lot of confidence, and it's still possible to buy. I see it on Yves Saint Laurent counters all the time. I bought it because this is the most favorite fragrance of my mom. And my mom has the right to take any fragrance from my collection, and she said this is the best one you have. I disagree with her because I have other favorite fragrances, and this one is not even in top 5, but she said this is one for me. Therefore, I need a dupe, so I gave mine to her. I bought one for myself, and we definitely need a dupe, and I think she will use it because she uses it all the time. So when I seen a bottle at a good price, I bought it. So when you see it disappearing, buy it, because it might be same story as with Midnight Poison, that impossible to find. If you want to buy, then it will be a lot of money. So it's still cheap. And if I had a choice between, if we had a generous supply of this and Midnight Poison, I would choose this one. Next one is Relaxing by Shiseido. Shiseido is a Japanese company producing cosmetics, and this fragrance is from 1997, if I'm not mistaken, from 90s. I remember at that time I started going to Japan, and I am sure I tried it, but I don't remember. I recently, not so recently, maybe a year ago, I bought the same bottle as this, and I didn't really like the condition of the perfume, because it felt like old, outdated fragrance. And I gave a decant to my workmate who had this fragrance before and who loved it and who remembers very well how it meant to be, and she told me it's still beautiful, it's still fantastic, but some notes went off, so they do not feel like they were before. And when I saw this bottle for sale, I decided to buy in the attempt to find a well-preserved fragrance, and I found this one. So this is green notes. It declares bamboo, cucumber, what else is there? Artemisia and other green notes. But and also says there are some flower notes like rose, and even fruity notes like raspberry. But I don't really feel any fruity notes, and even flower notes. So these fruity and flower notes, they create something like a softness. So this is a very soft green. It's like fresh grass, fresh cut grass, and some with normal flowers, wild flowers. It made a huge what's the right word in English? A lot. I don't know the word in English. So, and you jump in this grass, and it's soft, you know. And there is nothing like vanilla. I would say it's vanilla soft, but there's no vanilla. It's a softness of vanilla, but there's no vanilla note at all. This one well preserved. This is beautiful and hard to find. You must be lucky to find it in a good condition, because if it's in a bad condition, you will hate it. You will be very disappointed. If you have a chance to try. It should not smell old. It should smell soft green. Very beautiful. This, I bought it because I wanted to find out a well-preserved fragrance. That was the reason. Next one is Miss Dior Cherie Blooming Bouquet. This fragrance was issued by Dior House in 2007. In 2005, they issued Miss Dior Cherie Original, which is a fragrance with popcorn, strawberry, of course citruses, and patchouli notes. And this one was issued for the Asian market only, because consumers in the Asian market rather prefer fresh flowers than very prominent, unusual fragrances like Miss Dior Cherie. Things are changing, but generally, when I went to Japan, to China, or Korea, I always find that there is smelling something fresh, floral from women. What I would say about this fragrance? For me, it's very simple actually. So if you look at the notes in Fragrantica, you would find orange mandarin as a top notes. You will find peony as a mid note, and musk as a base note, white musk. It's very simple. It's nice, beautiful, and it's nothing different pretty much from what you can find in the Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, which is available in the shops now. I don't find so much difference. Of course they're different, but even the same perfume with the same formula might be different from batch to batch, and this one is pretty much the same. My dog came back from the walk with my parents. Why did I buy it? I have an open bottle, exactly the same box open, and this one is so rare that as a collector I couldn't resist. I decided I must have it. Why? Because the perfumery is quite an expensive hobby, and sometimes you meet people who has the same hobby, and you have a chance to exchange with something, and this is a pretty rare thing, and if someone wants it, I will have a chance to exchange. So rarities is like a stamp collection. There cannot be too many rarities. Okay, thank you. Next one is Dolce Gabbana red cap. Its normal name is Dolce Gabbana, and it was issued in 1992 when I got my son. And I don't remember this fragrance at all. I only noticed it about 2 years ago, and only noticed when on the forums, perfumery forums, people talk how beautiful it was, how it was reformulated, and how the modern version is not the same as this one. So I bought the bottle, and I also understood that the original formula should be from Italy, made in Italy. You cannot see probably, but if you look at here, you will find made in Italy and made by the company Euro Italia. What is this about? This is aldehydes, carnation, and spices for me. And when I bought the first bottle, I just tried it, sprayed, and it's so screaming. It was my first thinking. Second thinking was about, second mind was about carnation. I don't really like carnation. Carnation associates for me with the old USSR perfumes, even though neither my mom nor my grandmother, even their friends, had those carnation perfumes. It's just an association. It's not, has nothing to do with old USSR fragrances or old fragrances or whatever. So that was my first thing, and I said, sorry, I don't like it, and I put it aside. Then I met again the description of this perfume. I met again somewhere in the forum, and I opened it and tried again, and it's a lot of spices, and it's very dirty, skanky, and loud. And for me it smells almost like a dirty, wet dog fur. Okay, so I put it aside. Then I tried it again on myself. Said, very skanky. No, too loud for me. I cannot wear anything like this. A lot of spices. And when I found this small bottle, I decided, how about to buy it? And maybe this was something wrong with the smell in my bottle, because so many people love it. They say, why Dolce Gabbana doesn't bring it back? And I love Dolce Gabbana in general. Sicily is one of my favorite fragrances. My dog seems very happy after work. So I bought it. What I found, it's exactly the same as the previous bottle. So it has nothing to do with the quality of the perfume. And I should say it's a very well made perfume. It's very complex. And since I started understanding a little bit the beauty of this, because after the spicy carnation aldehydes, you feel this dirty cleanness, if it makes sense. It doesn't make sense at all what I'm saying, but you feel like a soap. So I still don't like it, don't love it, but it will stay, because I hated Angel from Thierry Mugler. I hated it more than anything else, and now I love it. After some time, seems your olfactory perception changes, and even with the time when you come again to the same perfume, you may find different aspects. Same story happened to me with the fragrance from Vivienne Westwood Boudoir. It was very skanky for me, very dirty, more dirty than this, much more dirty. And then one day it became beautiful. So that's why it will stay, and we will try to build a relationship with this perfume. Who knows, maybe it will be one of my favorites soon. And the last one is Lola by Marc Jacobs. It's just less than 1 week I have it. Beautiful bottle. The perfumer is Jan Wasnier, who made Madame Levine perfume, which I love. This is peony, this is citrus, this is white musk, also vanilla and tonka beans declared in the pyramid of Fragrantica, but I don't feel it. Why did I buy it? I already have a bottle, so all these perfumes are backups, doubles. I bought it because I was greedy, and because I was greedy, the God punished me. So this perfume is dated, so it didn't survive. So liquid has some like old something notes, really bad. Fortunately, I have a nice beautiful perfume, but it's a lesson for me. If you don't love a perfume, as a collector, and you already have a good bottle, big bottle, 100 ml, don't be greedy, because God will punish you. Yes. What is this perfume? It's from 2009. Notes are peony. I already talked about notes. So if it's a good version, I have a good version. It smells very nice peony. I just smelled fresh peony flowers in the shop 2 days ago. With the season started here in Western Australia, peony season started, and the well-preserved Lola really keeps this peony fragrance, even though perfumers can create peony from something non-peony, and it's very hard to recreate as far as I understand. I think this perfume is for daytime and for younger people, but if you are not younger people, use it. So if you are young people and like very complex heavy fragrances, use them. So use whatever you like. When I say for young people, it means my association. It has nothing to do with your gender, with your age, with your complexion. Season, I would use it in warmer months, because for colder months we can use for more complex fragrances. They easy to wear, open better, and even create some sort of warming to you. It's a very nice color for the bottle, and I will have the most beautiful hand sanitizer in my car. Maybe in the whole world no one will have a sanitized hand sanitizer. It's such a beautiful bottle. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope maybe you knew something new. I need to pack it back, and also next time I need to finish. I need to do the video about other purchases which were bought for not as a dupe, as a not as a double, as a first bottle. And then I want to make a video about roses or jasmine, or roses and jasmine, because it's a season here. Okay, thank you very much. Bye. With Lola.